This is a very stupid idea. It doesn't make any economic sense, it doesn't make any environmental sense, and legally, under the statutes of consultation and the legal cases that have just come up, it doesn't make any legal sense.
BC chiefs are in Ottawa hoping to convince politicians that a proposed dam along the Peace River is a bad idea. Next month, the provincial and federal governments will decide whether to grant the project an environmental certificate. Critics say the dam would flood 107 kilometers of land along the river. And joining me now for more details, we have Chief Roland Wilson of the West Moberly First Nations and Chief Liz Logan of the Fort Nelson First Nation. Thank you both for joining us. Chief Wilson, what are you telling politicians about this proposed dam?
Well, the politicians that we're able to meet, we're telling them this is a stupid idea. It's an $8 billion mistake that they're proposing, BC's proposing, BC Hydro's proposing. It's completely unclear why they're doing this. There's no need for the energy. There's no need for the environmental impact. And with the recent Silicon court decision that just came down from the Supreme Court of Canada, it's not justified. So this is a project that the drop dead date, we're told, is October 22nd, and this project needs to be stopped. They're going to destroy the last remaining piece of valley that we have in the Peace region. It's a vital area to the continuation of treaty and Aboriginal rights. For us, this is in the heart of our territory. We already have 2 existing dams that are generating lots of power, and we're living with the impacts of those daily up there. And it's created a mess. All of the fish in the system are contaminated with methyl mercury. It's fragmented the caribou up there. We're to the point that we have less than 400 caribou in the South Peace area. I haven't been able to hunt caribou in my territory. I'm 48 years old. I've been chief for 14 years, and my son probably won't be able to hunt caribou in our area. We have a treaty that promises us no forced interference. Well, that's pretty forced right there. So we're not opposed to the creation of the energy. What we're opposed to is the destruction of that valley, and there's alternative ways to meet that demand, and nobody's listening to us. So we're here in Ottawa. We're trying to talk to whoever will listen to us. Right now, nobody from this cabinet has taken the time. They've known for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks that we were coming here, but we've gotten told that they need to seek permission to meet with us. When we got here, we got told that they're not going to meet. So here we are.
Chief Logan, some say that this dam could help power nearly 500,000 homes. Wouldn't that be beneficial?
That's one of the myths that we're hearing from BC Hydro and from the British Columbia government. First they said it was to fire up the homes, then that got debunked. Then they said it was to export to California. They sent an entourage to California, and basically California told them to go home. They didn't think that this project was green or clean. California is decommissioning dams while we're trying to build another one. And so now they're saying, well, it's going to be used for the facilities on the West Coast, for the LNG facilities. Well, industry has said, no, we can fire up our own energy. They also tried to build a transmission line up into my territory from the Site C Dam. It was called the Northeast Transmission Line, to provide energy to the energy sector. They said, no thanks, we don't need it, we can use our own gas. And so right now, we're not clear really why they need this energy.
Chief Wilson, is there a process in place where your concerns and the concerns of others can be heard?
Well, there was a joint panel review, an independent joint panel review that was structured. We voiced all of our concerns here. The JRP came back with its ruling stating that the BC and BC Hydro have clearly not demonstrated a need for this power. They also stated that the effects on the treaty rights, the Aboriginal communities, cannot be mitigated. But that doesn't mean much. We have an environmental assessment process in Canada and in BC that does not take into consideration Aboriginal rights and title. You know, so it's worrisome that we're stuck in a process that doesn't address the concerns. You know, nobody takes a look at the environment in the environmental assessment process.
Speaking of the environment very quickly, Chief, what kind of effects would this have on the environment, on hunting and fishing grounds?
Well, this valley is one of the last remaining pristine areas in our territory because the rest of our territory is inundated with 30,000 wells. We have 8 million cubic meters of timber taken out of our territory. We have 4 active great big mines in our territory with 6 potentially on deck. This province of British Columbia will give you a tenure to mining with the click of a mouse and a visa if you have a laptop. And so that's the type of mentality that we're dealing with. It's kind of a gold rush mentality of this province. They're trying to increase and invite investment from industry. They're cutting their acts, their regulations to make it so that industry will come into the province. They have taken Site C out of the BC Utilities Oversight Committee. When the 2 times that it was rejected before, that commission rejected the project. They have cut the hearings off at Prince George, which is the center of the province, so that the rest of British Columbians, who are going to be the taxpayers and the ratepayers, don't have an opportunity to be heard at this last JRP hearing. And so the province is just paving the way for industry to come in and do whatever they want in our territory, and our elders have given us a mandate to say enough is enough. When we have to take drinking water out into our territory because we can't drink the water in our territory anymore because of all of the oil and gas contaminants from the hydrocarbons, that is serious. And so our members have been surveyed. 85% of our members say no to this project, no talk about mitigation, no talk about compensation. If we need to go to court, we'll go to court to stop this. Enough is enough.
Chief Logan, Chief Wilson, thank you both for taking the time today.
Thank you,
Nigel.